So let's go over the game. Let's make the game now. So the first thing we have to do is import random. And make sure you put your import statements at the top of your code because, well, that's just convention. Usually people put all of their import statements at the top of the code, on top of their code. So
it's just to make it easier for when other people are seeing your programs, when you're going back to your programs. It's always just better to stay organized.
Yeah, so most of you know import random because we talked about it yesterday, and I guess some of you know import math if you did the exit ticket. But we'll just be using random in this case. So we want to create some variables right now that we're going to use throughout our code. So let's have a variable called rounds, and we want to have 5 rounds. Let's also have a variable called score, and let's score to equal to 0 because when we start off our game, we want the player to have a score of 0, and over time they get more score. Okay, so now we want to run this code, the code for each round 5 times because that's the number of rounds we have. So how would we do this? Like, what would the for loop look like? For I in range 5. You could do that for I in range 5. But what if we wanted to change the number of rounds? An easy thing to do is if we just put rounds in here. Since rounds is equal to 5, we're doing it 5 times. But say we wanted sometime in the future to change the number of rounds. Say we wanted to make it 10. Then we can just change the variable rounds at the top of a code. So that's just a good practice. So now to talk about the code inside the loop, the code that we run multiple times, the repeated code. So let's start off by asking the player what they want, or what their guess is. So let's set guess equal to input, and enter a number between 1 and 100, and that includes 1 and 100, of course. Let me just move this over a bit. And then let's generate a random number. Rand equals rand. Well, I guess random. Okay, random dot randint 1 and 100. So it generates a number between 1 and 100 inclusive. So 1 and 100, they're both possibilities. And then we'll print out this player's score. Or before that, let's get the difference between the player's score or the player's guess and the actual random number. So let's set difference equal to the absolute value of the guess minus the random number. And then so let's print to the screen the data. So let's print out you were off from the target. And if I put difference here, can someone tell me why this is incorrect? Why we can't just do you were the string plus difference plus another string? Why can't we do that?
We went over this last class, by the way.
Yeah, you have to add str, exactly, because you have to cast it. Because right now it's an integer, right? You want to cast it to a string so that you can add it to other strings. That's the point of casting. Yeah, so you have to do str difference. So you were the string difference, the string of the difference number off from the target. And then we can also have we can also print out the random number was, and then rand. And then we want to keep track of the score, right? So here is my way of counting the score. So we do score equals score plus difference. So we're adding every time this code runs, we're adding the difference between the player's guess and the random number to the score. And you can actually reduce this code. You can actually just do this. This is the same code. This does the same thing as this does. Plus equals is the same thing as score equals score plus difference. But we'll just leave it as this because it's simpler to understand, I guess. And then in the end, or I want to set score equal to 100 minus, or not 100, 500 minus the score. This is the differences, right? So usually we want the score to increase as the player does better, but here where the score increases as the player does worse when they guess a number that's further from the actual number, right? So if we do 500 minus the score, is the maximum score the player can get is 500. If they get the number exactly right every time, then their score then they would have a score of 500, right? They would have a score of 0 because the difference would be 0 every time. So if they got a perfect, if they were perfect, then their score would be 0. But then here we want to subtract 500 minus score because we don't want a player who does the best job to get a 0. So if we do 500 minus the score, we're essentially saying that the better the player does, or the higher differences the player gets, the lower their score will be. So that's why we want to do this. And then let's just print out. And let's run this code. To random, oh, wait, let me make this better. Well, let's guess 40. Oh, did I forget to, I made a stupid mistake. What did we forget to do here? Yeah, it's int. We want to add int here. We need to convert it from a string to an integer. It says you were 23 off from the target and the random number was 17. So if I enter a bunch of random numbers, my overall score was 415. That's actually pretty good. And we were really close here. We were 1 off from the target. So that's how the program works.